Hey guys, what's up? It's Shanda Bear here, and welcome to Bear Babbles, where I'm just gonna babble about bear stuff. Rawr. So at work, I started like a new kind of job thing where I was like, okay, they're like, oh, you should do the cash office. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, that's fine. And so they stuck me with somebody and had me train for like a couple hours on it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got this. This is going to be fine. Whatever. I'm like super asleep. It's like 6 in the morning. I'm like sitting there while she's like talking to me. I'm like, what? Hold on. I'm just going to sip some more coffee. We're good. It's cool. And this is like where you count like all of the store's money and all of the registers and like make sure the safe that has way too much money in it is all accurate and all this good stuff. So I'm like, I have no idea. And the chick that does the schedules is like, alright, so you're scheduled up, you have a bunch of shifts in it, and okay. And I was like, okay. And I got there yesterday, was my first shift in it. I was like, alright, this is cool. I woke up at 2 in the morning with like major anxiety. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have a great time. Laid on my bed, panicked for like an hour, and then fell back asleep, got up, and like was so nervous. I got there like way before any of the managers were even there to open the store, and I'm just like sitting there in my car like, okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You were trained for this in like a couple hours span. I get in there and I had a question, like, I was just like, okay, I'm not sure what step to do. I'm just gonna ask this chick, because she knows what she's done it before. Same chick that does the schedules. And she was like, oh, well, just make sure that you do this part, because this part's really important. I was like, okay, let me just go knock that out then. And I go and do it, and you have to, like, type in the thing that was missing, because there's a note of why it's missing. So I go to type it in the computer, and apparently that's like the 5th step, like, and it locks me out of everything else that I needed to do, and the computer's just like stuck, and I can't go back, and I don't know, man, I was freaking out. So the job's supposed to take 3 hours. Most people get it done in 2 hours, and I was there for 5 hours. I had like the hardest time with this. It was so bad. So I got like super angry. Nothing worked. All of the numbers were off. You're like supposed to write a note for why the numbers are off. And I was like, because I don't know what I'm doing. I was like so passive aggressive and like, yeah, it wasn't good. So I got like all kinds of mad and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't think it's cool. And yeah, spent the whole day angry. I came home and played some Outlast. If you haven't seen that, you should check it out. And, like, yeah, it was not a good experience. I was super mad, and then I called in before they were closed, and I was like, hey, did you guys get those shifts covered? Because I don't want to do it. And it was somebody that wasn't there. It was, a different manager, and she was like, well, don't get discouraged. If you've never done it before, how are you supposed to know what to do? Of course you're gonna make some mistakes, and that's totally fine. I was like, aw. Like, the other chick was, like, yelling at me, and like, oh, you missed a bunch of steps, what's wrong with you? And I was like, you told me to do it that way, I don't understand. Like, so, that was, pleasant. But after, like, I went in today. Today was the next day. I'm good at my days. And I went in there, and I sat down, I was like, alright, you know what you did wrong, don't do that. That's all you have to do is not do what you did wrong. And it was fine. I knocked it out. I was like an hour late. I was like so checked out of my job. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. It's cool. Don't be like that. It's not good. But I went in and yep, it all looked good. Everything was fine. I did it in like 2.5 hours instead of the 3 hours. So I'm like getting there. It's good. It's good. Day 2 went awesome. All the numbers looked great. Made me super happy. And yeah, just thought I'd share that little story with you guys. I was so upset. I was like seriously so upset that day. The day that it went really bad. I don't know, man. I was bummed out. I was having a very terrible time. But hey, we got through it, went back, tried it again, and it was good. It was really good, actually. So, very happy. Happy I went back, because, like, I was like, fudge that, I'm not even gonna go. Those guys are jerks. You want me to do something I don't know how to do? You can just figure it out. But, yeah, that's just like, you know, you get really salty and, like, mad, so. Super embarrassed that I couldn't do it from my, like, 2 hours of training. It's, like, such, like, I don't know, man. It makes your brain a little crazy how crucial it is that you have to, like, count all of this money and make sure everything adds up. And if it doesn't add up, where do I go? Who do I talk to? Like, yeah, it was, high stress, but I think I've got it now. Work stories. I have no idea how long this has been going, so, it's just kind of like a work story / rant about, like, not being trained properly, so, always good, always good. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, do you guys have videos that, like, you watch on YouTube, and then you just, like, keep watching them? Like, you just, like, you're, like, you can't stop clicking and continuing through videos that you're watching? Like, when I got home from work, I made myself some, like, lunch / dinner, I guess. And, I was sitting here, I got home from work, and, well, I had to go get Arlo dog food, because, I don't know, man, he has a really sensitive stomach, and, like, we bought him this really, really good dog food, and, like, you know, blue dog food, and he just gets so sick, and so poopy everywhere-y, and I'm like, oh, stop, please. So I had to go get him some more food. That was just, like, garbage food. He, like, is a dog that eats junk food. He can't handle good food, and I'm like, come on, man. But that's alright. So I got off work, went to the store, came home. I was like, yay, gonna have some lunch, gonna record a bunch of videos. I, like, ate my food, hopped in the shower, got all ready. I was, like, chilling there on the bed, like, oh, let's watch, like, an episode of Family Guy, just real quick. Just super quick, gonna watch an episode of Family Guy. And, I woke up 3 hours later. So, like, you can't let me be comfortable because I turned into a hamster and I just fall asleep. I'm like, yes, this is good. And that's it. I'm done. Done for the day. So, but then I got up and I'm like, ah, whatever. We'll be tired tomorrow. It's okay. I don't care. So I thought I'd make a vlog. Oh, what I was saying about the videos. So I was sitting here, like, eating my lunch / dinner, and I was like, okay, so I don't know why, but I super love, like, you know, the true stories from the deep web kind of videos. Like, I don't know, they make me happy. And then I start watching, like, real scary stuff caught on video, and, like, you start to get, like, super freaked out, and you're like, that's in the world? No. And you just can't, like, that, it just sucks me in, and I just keep watching it, and I'm, like, getting more and more scared, and I'm like, okay, there's ghosts, there's witches flying around, there's, like, weird stuff in the water, and, like, yeah. So, I don't know why, but I like it a lot. It's funny because I don't like scary movies, and I don't like scary games. But man, do I like scary internet stuff. I'm like, that is the best stuff ever. Like, that is so good. I don't know what else, like, kind of sucks me in. I watch those, and then, like, the real stories from blah, blah, blah people, and, like, stuff like that. I think those, I don't know, man. They just make me happy. I'm just, like, sitting there watching it, like, go on? No way! Like way too into it. Like, yeah. So that's the kind of YouTube stuff that gets me stuck on YouTube for hours, where I'm just like clicking through, like, no, that's crazy. Like, I try to watch some other stuff, and like it's just like, I don't know. I like that kind of content. Some stuff I find super boring. Some stuff I don't have enough time for, and I feel like I always have time for those. I don't know. Makes me happy. But I feel like we have babbled more than enough here. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. So much love. Thanks for letting me rant and, like, talk about random stuff. You're amazing. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, I forgot. When I left work, I saw a bunch of t-shirts on the clearance rack, and I was like, oh my god, those are amazing. Why don't girls get t-shirts made like that? So, had to pick this up for, like, a couple bucks.
Oh, killing my green screen. Stay classy, America.
Super happy with it.